was surprised to find that in spite of its giant size, this town has all the shelves one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere too. Seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you though, you're really dedicated to your studies. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try and make a habit of preparing for classes in advance and then reviewing new material afterwards. Seems like a smart idea. Seems like something I'm not gonna do. I mean, good idea! I'm still not doing it! Can't make me! Goodbye! I'll go fish or something. Actually no, I should really talk to the principal. We've used all the bonding points, so we've hung out with everyone we can. I don't think I've missed anyone, have I? Ooh, I can talk to Toa. Yeah, why not? Then we just got to talk to the principal. And that's us. So yeah, let's go talk to Toa. We already talked to Emma while she was in here. She seems to be quite friendly, at least. They all reasonably are. The only ones who aren't are Macias, Faye, and Julius. Useless, damn it! But actually, you know what? Bonus points to whoever can guess what I keep saying Julius. The reason why I keep saying that. Anyway, hello Ray. Did you have a chance to look over the requests I sent you to you, or? I did. I'm in the middle of doing them right now. Hopefully this will help take some of the weight off your shoulders. It's a really big help. We get so many of them that there's no way I could handle them all on our own. It might be tough though, but good luck. Thanks, Toa. We'll fight to protect this woman. Toa is, as far as I and a few of my mates are concerned, the mascot of Cold Steel. Because she's so damn adorable. She just is. She's adorable, she's friendly, she works too damn hard, deserves a goddamn break. She just is. Anyway. So, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, mascot. Now let's talk to the principal and see what the hell he wants. Is this way or is it this way? Yeah, this is right. Not even gonna get involved in that. That's important. Go into here. Hi. Excuse me, principal. I'm Reed Swartzer of Class 7. Ah, good. I've been waiting. He looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 acre tall? Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your free day to assist me in this. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Precisely. And I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however. Please do accept my apologies. No, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I'd already figured she was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if... Indeed, as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon? Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form. Eventually. Really? Yes, and as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I've received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified, given your prior experience down there. I suppose that's true. And I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to do this alone. Understood. I'll just do that then. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. Guess I'm going to the old schoolhouse then. If I remember where it is. Conveniently, there's side doors in this school, so we can just walk out basically the back door. There's Fee, so I can use her help. If she wants to, of course. Everyone's entitled to use their free day as they see fit. Also, something's just dawned on me I feel like I should point out to people. Firstly, schoolhouse. This is the old schoolhouse. We're ready for here, I don't need to do this. But what I do need to do is you can actually save through the system menu, see? Which I will be doing right now. Wait. You can save pretty much any time apart from like dialogue, obviously. The front door's locked. Once I start exploring this old schoolhouse, I get the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else today. So before I go in, I should check and make sure I've taken care of everything else on my to-do list. After you finish exploring the old schoolhouse, the time of the day will advance to evening. As a result, our daytime bonding events and quests will expire. Yeah, just the case. There we go. I wonder if anyone else might be interested in exploring this place with me. Let's try calling them. You can use your Arcus to call out the members of Class 7 for assistance to investigate the old schoolhouse. However, some caches will only be available to help after the story has progressed a little further. For instance, these are all grayed out because they're not really my friends. Now, I'll be taking you, and I'll be taking you. Ignore the fact they're really high level. That's New Game Plus. I can't believe we're coming back in here again. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, that's because it probably isn't. And neither of us would blame you one bit if you turn back. It's not too late after all. No thanks, I'll come with you. We've got a practical exam next week after all. I need to familiarise myself with this orbital staff as much as possible before then. Besides, if I turn back, I'd just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Well, that's very kind, thanks. There are only 3 of us, though, so we'll each need to watch the others' backs and proceed with caution. The underground area should be just through the main door, correct? Yeah, that should take us right to the room where we fought that stone gargoyle. Best to go that way rather than falling through the trap door again. No arguments here. I really hope that thing hasn't regenerated yet. Actually, while we're in here, let's have us a nosy. No, just a stage. And that's the only door, huh? Alright. Whoa! Well, at least the monster isn't here anymore, from the looks of it. And it didn't look like we've got any more creepy statues ready to come to life, either. Wait, did it always look like this in here? No. This room's definitely smaller than it was the last time we were here. How? I'd say it's about half the size, maybe even less. And there are things present that weren't here previously. Like that door? I don't remember there being a door there last time. I don't remember there being one either, but at this point, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Strange though that may be, we should go and get a closer look at it. This is essentially why we came, after all. Guys does have a point. Yeah, might as well. Let's have a look. That's that is, there's an orphan station right here. I'm not going in there in a hurry. Rest. Live. Now, what you should do, if you're not me, and broken is beyond all help, what you should really do is use these areas to train in before the test. Or test, in this case. But we don't need to. Anyway, Unbelievable. This isn't even the same place. I don't even remember passing through an area like this at all. I don't either. Probably because we didn't. The entire layout down here has changed completely. How? I can sense new types of monster here too. What do you think we should do, Reed? The principal sent us down here to investigate these mysterious changes. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Now that we've seen just how major these changes are, there's no way we can go back empty-handed. We should head in as far as we're able. Oh, here we go again. May the goddess be with us. Alright, let's do this. It's alright, Elliot. You got me with you, man. We'll be fine. What the hell is this? What could this be? Doesn't look like an open charging station. Yeah, some kind of device for sure, but whatever it is, doesn't seem to have any power right now. Ah, 9 characters, 9 voices. My voice hurts. Who we fight? A slug-like monster? This one could prove a little awkward to fight. Not if we make good use of our combat things. Yeah, we should have any problems against a monster like this if we work together. Shall we put our linking ability to the test then? Absolutely, let's show this thing what we're made of. We should form a combat link before trying to engage the enemy. Combat links can be accessed through the tactics section of the cat menu. Cat menu is a triangle menu, by the way. It even says cat menu in the top corner. For those that aren't like me and pay attention. Click combat link, so you go on tactics, select me, and select Elliot. Go, wait, fuck, that's how this works. Press triangle, and press triangle. There you go. Now we've got a combat link. Let's test it. Now we've got a terrified enemy. Let's kill it.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
Okay, now this thing is fucked. Anyway, watch. If it lives through more than one hit, there you go. Now, because of your combat link, you can now help one another in combat through the use of stuff. Like, you can now use burst.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, burst. Wherever we go. Slash, attack, X. One of them. Much like a lot of the stuff that's carried over. I'm going to explain later. Well, that sure seemed to do the trick. Yes, we fought well. If we can master these combat links, I'm sure they'll prove really useful in the battles ahead. We should probably try to practice as much as possible while the stakes are low, and get used to them while we can. Yeah. Indeed. Okay, there seems to be something at play here that I did not anticipate. And that is, when we were in that battle, and I'm sure some of you saw it, it came up something called Rush, and there was another one that I forgot the name of. Both of these are not available till later. So neither of these are getting used. And I remember why they're currently available right now. Because when you do New Game Plus, you have 5 points per playthrough to spend on stuff to bring back. Levels is 1. Your notebook is 1, for like enemies you killed. Like, links is 2. Actually no, links and rush etc. is 2, because it's all of that in 1. And there's a few other options that I'm going to keep confidential. But because of such, I wanted my link levels to carry over so I didn't have to... Because the reason my link levels are so high with everybody is because partially we did the training, we did the events on a different route a couple years ago, and partially because I trained down here with them against the enemy for 80 hours and while watching Arrow and Flash and all that shit. Actually, I don't like Flash, I like Arrow. Arrow's good. But anyway, whilst watching anime and that and YouTube and stuff like that, and training, killing stuff, and building bonds for fights. So, I wanted my link levels to port over so I didn't have to do that this time. Same goes for levels. I want levels. Don't want to. Anyway, I went back the way I came. But as such...
Let's be careful, everyone!
I seriously went back the way I came. I was running in circles. Now, as such, I may have gotten those bonus skills, as we're going to call them, as well, which is the problem. So we're not using them. Not yet, until I deem it necessary. Basically, a boss kicks my teeth in. Then we'll start doing stuff like that. Or just, run away! Or in that case, that thing's case, waddle away! Go on, chew. Yeah, I'm breaking party here, you go away. I'm here to break your pottery and steal your shit. Which way looks like it'd have a chest? Down here? Yes. I'll be taking this.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Nice. Now, I really should be equipping these things. But as I said earlier, equipment will be dealt with later on, because this way I don't equip stuff that's ludicrously strong or ludicrously armored. You know what I mean? Same stuff. I don't know. I thought I just got given by Maid Ape here. Oh, these are the 3 medals. I'd love if I could find my fucking notepad and see which one of those. Captain. Those are... Nope. Nope. Where is that menu? Where is the menu? Cooking, fishing, curious. Blaster. I don't know. It's not that important, but yeah. I really wanted to show you one of those. Is that where I'm to go? Yeah, deeper in. But yeah, I really wanted to show you what the medals look like on the
Yay,
card.
we're at the end!
Oh yeah, it's the first floor. I was gonna say, it's awfully easy, wasn't it? But anyway, as such, wait, device thingy, go. Did we see something like this near the entrance? It doesn't appear to be the same kind of device. But this one's inactive too, from the looks of it. Oh, that's not activated. Anyway, use this one. What is this thing? I'm sensing a considerable amount of power from it. There's a very different feel compared to the augment charging stations we've seen up till now. In addition to restoring the party's HP and EP, this charging station allows you to exchange setup for quartz. Sorry, I skipped the first line of text because I was talking to you on the phone. Put that up. Now, essentially, I was going to show you what the badges look like because that's what I was looking at in the equip menu. But if I can't find them, they're not worth mentioning, to be honest. You will see them eventually, and when they eventually come, you'll see them. They're not important. They're just like little... How do I put this? They're, how do I put this? They're, bragging rights. That's it. Anyway, I've essentially just upgraded our weaponry that we've currently got equipped. So you can do that through here. You can get quartz here as well. That's quite good. It's good for if you need them. You can upgrade your slots. These are upgradable, so you can unlock them to use the slots. Available to different people. Different things. They also cost setup. Anyway, rest here. Customizing your weapon, I will highly recommend you do it as often as you possibly can, because it comes in handy. Because it essentially means you have more attack. And who's going to complain?
This looks tough. Careful!
Oh
Here we
god, Buckley. Oh, it's only level 7. Stop it. Yeah, it's gonna die.
Alright.
So gonna die.
My turn!
You're dead. You're gonna die so very much, you son of a bitch.
Here we go!
Oh, it's just eat this.
There!
Right. There you go, top right corner. Bravery coin. You've got Burst and Rush there. Burst and Rush are not available till later on,
Alright.
so I'm not using them. Take those for the bravery point. Shouldn't be getting used.
My turn!
If I use them, I'm dying. Okay, didn't count them, okay. Okay, one of those nine.
Here we go!
Because Gaius has that light thingy,
Go!
he can
I'll take you up!
dodge. That's fine.
It's my turn.
Sight, that's what the little eyeball icon is. You want me to one on it? Anyway. That's kinda handy. And goodbye. Kino's Demon, goodbye. Goodbye. So long. I'll be there. Just one way. Bye. I'm waving at you. Wait back. Wait, can't you dead? You are dead, right?
Oh, we did it!
I don't have Laura to be headed this time, so gotta be careful. Little bit of experience. That's what I love with this game, is they tailor the experience to your level. So if you're fighting something that's way stronger than you, you'll get a crap ton of experience. But if you're fighting something that's really weak to you, you get fuck all experience. It's to stop you grinding in the same place constantly, so they'll scale the experience to your level. Just try and get you to progress faster, you see. It's a good system. Phew, that was one tough battle. Still, we made it through. You sure did, and I'm really starting to get the hang of these combat links now too. It feels like the Arcus was practically synchronizing my breathing with the two of yours. That's a good way to put it. It's a strange feeling, but no. I think we've reached the end of the line, however. Sure looks that way. I didn't see any other routes we could have taken. It really does seem like the entire structure of these ruins has changed completely since we were last here, though. Yeah, it's a little hard to believe. I guess this means we're down here. We're done down here. We should start heading back outside. Okay. As long as the route we took getting here hasn't suddenly shifted on us, we should have no trouble finding our way back. Exploration party's bonds are strengthened. Didn't say how much, but we strengthened. We've got better friends. Actually, while we're in here, let's have a look. Xalia has taught me anything in the time that I have played it. You investigate everywhere and anywhere. Atelier did the same, but nope, nothing. Always pays. Was it just me, or was that thing definitely not glowing before? No, I'm quite certain it wasn't. Did someone cause it to turn on then? We should go have a closer look. Something's definitely caused it to turn on. Look at it. Glowing and lighting up and ominous. And it's a warp. Huh? How the... What the... Whoa, what just happened? We seem to have returned to the entrance. But we were just at the exit. This place really is nothing but mystery. Okay. You know, we'll go tell the principal about the weird warping thing with Bob too. Now, what I do like about this place, and these stairs are not one of them, is that you can essentially leave to a degree and come back with a different party of people. That's the wrong way. It's still the wrong way. Where's the door? There's. End investigation. Well, we were done, so we might as well. The sun's begun to set. We were in there for ages. We should probably give a report to the principal. Would you mind coming with me? No, not at all. Well, this is certainly unexpected. So the layout has changed completely since last month? I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it progressed to such an extent. Do you know anything about the origin of those ruins? They look like they predate the school by, well, a lot. I'm afraid I can't be certain who constructed them, nor exactly how long they've been around. But you are correct, they've existed for at least several hundred years before this academy was founded. All signs point to the construction occurring sometime during the Dark Ages. Dark Ages? You mean the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1200 years ago? Most of the ruins archaeologists have uncovered from that period are full of strange things. Some of them seem to have been made with technology we don't even fully understand. We're talking magic and alchemy and all that crap. But the inside of that building completely changed its layout. I have to say, that's a new one. Definitely not normal. Indeed, no record of such a phenomenon exists in the Academy records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem. Well, I'll try to have a look around the place myself when I get a chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here. I'd greatly appreciate that. Schwarzer, Craig, Warzel, thank you very much for all your hard work. It was no trouble at all, really. I'm happy to have been assistance. Yeah, it's always good to help. If you'll please excuse us then. Thanks, guys. The three of you did pretty well. And it seems you're getting the hang of using your rockets too. Combat links definitely did make our battles in the ruins a lot easier. They could prove a powerful asset if we're able to mess them. Hard to get the timing right though. Well, just keep at it. You'll need to be forming links with your other classmates eventually too, after all. And let me reiterate once again, you've all done very well today. Especially you, Dream. I'll be expecting great things from you next time too. I'll do my bit. Wait a second, what do you mean next time? Well, the way I see it is, you're a natural at this, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you just want to do everything you can to help her out? Well, I guess I do feel kind of bad for her, but... alright, fine, I'm in. Yes. That's our Reen. Love, I'll pass the good news on to Toa then. Oh, and the principal has given the okay for you to keep hold of that old schoolhouse key. You're welcome to go poke around inside again anytime you wish. Anyway, I'll be seeing you kids later. Are you sure you're alright with this, Reed? Yeah, I'm fine. It's not like I've signed up to any clubs, and as long as I don't wind up with too many more than I had today, I'll be fine. Well, okay then. But if you need any assistance, please let me know. It's really no trouble. Same goes for me. And I'll be happy to come with you next time you go into the old schoolhouse too. Thanks guys. Really. Ooh, nice. Very nice. This is why you do quests, you get bonding points. That was it. That was one of the things I could have got for New Game Plus was max bonding points. And I don't actually remember what the max bonding points limit was, so... You know, that. Speaking of Toa, to the student union! I saw the exclamation mark next to her name, and we're gonna go get us a nice little conversation. Not talking to that, though. Dude. Toa! I was good today, I did that. Nah, I sound like a child, didn't I? Don't I? We were good. We helped everybody and it felt quite good. So, I think it's time we go report back to our student council president. He always works here, huh? How much work did you... Jesus, look at the pile up. Look at the size of that pile. Ever not work? Good work today, Reed. Turns out your assignment was just what we needed. I'm just glad I could take a bit of weight off your shoulders. You really did. George really appreciates your help too. I'm amazed you managed to take care of all that and investigate the old schoolhouse. Well, if you need a hand, just let me know. My schedule's pretty flexible. I mean, I'll be at Thor's all year after all. Thanks. You should head back to the dorm to get some well-deserved rest. He still seems pretty busy though. Yeah, sure. You're still busy. I'd be happy to help if you need a hand. I've already spent all day working, so a bit more won't kill me. You sure? You must really be tired. Nah, don't worry about it. I can do a little more if it'll help you out. Thanks, Reen. That's really kind of you. Well, if you insist. Reen helped Toa take care of the day's paperwork. Once they were done, she treated him to some tea. Phew, finally done. You have a lot of work on your plate. Now I see just how busy the student council really are. There's so much to get done that I almost always have to work. Sorry, I'll calm down. There's always so much work to get done. I always have to take some with me to get to finish everything in time. Are you sure you're okay with this though? What do you mean? Well, you said you'd help us out next month too, right? Trust me, you shouldn't feel obligated to help just because the instructor told you to. It's fine, I mean it. Besides, it's not like I'm getting anything. It's not like I'm not getting anything out of it. Yeah, I can't let the chance instructors get Anyway, yeah, I can't just let the chance instructor Sarah's giving me go to waste. I need to branch out, try new things. That's the only way I'll figure out what I really want to do with my life. I put a lot of effort into getting into this academy, and I'm gonna make it my time here at Cap. I'm gonna be blunt here, Reen. Do you really need to push yourself like this? What? Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing your best and helping out other people. I'm a big fan of both. But at the same time, it's important to take the time to just sit back and rest too. You need to have balance. Because if you don't, there may come a time when you want to work hard towards something important, but you can't. Oh, sorry. Wow, things got really heavy here. But, I probably shouldn't be saying all this when I hardly even know you. But I just don't want to see you hurt yourself by going overboard or anything. Because you're just as important as anyone else in the academy, even if you don't realize it yourself. Thank you, President Toa. I was kind of worried about being able to do enough while I was here. But this is kind of like a weight off my shoulders. That's good then. And if you're ever feeling tired, please feel free to come visit me. At the very least, I'll make you some nice hot tea. We can talk things over. Roger. I don't think I've ever met anyone with such a soothing personality. She's right though. Pushing myself too hard could really burn me out. She's right, but I'm not obeying her. Pushing myself is how I'm getting as much done at once as possible. Thanks, Toa though. You'll be my shoulder to lean on from here on out, Reed. Reed. Let's have some tea together again. We've got time. Yeah. She's got a point about burning herself out. That's why I keep stumbling over my words. But, there's a reason for that. That's partially because this is so addictive I don't want to stop. That's part of it. Because already, I've put more time into this than Persona 5. I'm not even kidding. And I don't mean that it's 80 hours. I mean this playthrough we've just started. Anyway, I should really head home for today. Unless anyone wants to hang out. Nah, Alyssa's not talking to me, so... yeah, I'll just head back. I've already said hello to everyone, and they all seem happy. So, yeah, let's head back to the dorm. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Feels good going home after a day's work. I know that didn't rhyme, but screw you, because I can't rhyme. Now, I would fish, but that didn't end up. Oh, hey guys! How you doing? Hey, Reed! Oh, hi guys. Thanks again for going to the old schoolhouse with me. I don't think things would have gone half as smoothly if you hadn't. No worries, we're all here to support each other after all. But seriously, what's going on in there? Last time I checked, most buildings didn't change their interiors on their own. Yeah, that beats me. But I guess we'll find out now that we've been asked to do regular inspections. We did accept the original request, so personally I'd like to see this through to the end. Same here. It is a bit intimidating though. Anyway, let's head back to next month. Yeah, glad to have both you two to back me up. Thanks guys. With that, I feel a little safer now. Anyway, return to the door. When are you gonna do that new Radio Trister show today? It's getting dark, so if I go back to my room now, I'll be in for the night. Returning to the dorm during the evening on a free day causes the day's activities to end. Any bonding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. Yeah, into the dorm. Might as well, right? Run out of bonding points. So, run out of bonding points and people to talk to. So, not bad, but I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner examination, it's all. Better do some studying though. Sounds like this is going to be a busy week, what with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that old radio back home too. Never knew they made them this small though. Let's see, which station was Radio Twister again?
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Radio Trista. Welcome, welcome. Don't touch that dial, listeners. You found the right place to be tonight. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abend Time after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason, after all. Anyway, my name is Misty and I'll be your host. Hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in every week or you might miss them.
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of April. Here in Trista, the beautiful lino flowers have passed their peak and begun to wilt. But wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way, as they serve to remind us just how fleeting this existence truly is. I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting to their new lives. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire nature every now and again? It's good for what ails you, I say.